Hello and welcome back to another video. So I just wanted to make a really quick video regarding what I intend to do with the channel in 2023. Hope you can stick around and find out. So the first thing that I want to make clear is I don't want to stop with all of the interesting problems that we've been doing. So whether that be the random integrals that I've been going through, or whether it be some of the differential equations and all that sort of stuff, I would like to continue doing that. And the main reason for that is because I think most of the skills that we see in these problems are applicable. I'm intentionally not choosing the really niche tricky problems because honestly, with those really niche tricky problems, there's not as much that we can actually learn. They might be fantastic and interesting and cool, and I do love them for that, but sometimes they're not going to be the best learning tool for us. So that's the first thing I want to make very clear. I don't want to stop doing any of these interesting problems. In fact, I will try to do more, and maybe on a consistent, regular, daily basis. Now, I wanted to start some new series in 2023, something that I can make regular uploads on sort of a consistent basis where I'm actually kind of building on from what I've discussed in the previous video. So I've already had some recommendations to go over some Fourier series and some series expansions and all that sort of stuff. I might also like to make a series on some vector calculus because I think that's one of those things that a lot of students, when they see it for the first time, it can be very confusing. So I'd love to make a couple series on those two topics there. I do have a few more in mind. If you do have any particular interest that you'd like me to go over, then please leave a comment letting me know what you'd like to see me go through, and I'll see what I can do. The next thing that I'd like to start delving into in 2023 is some more long form content. So this would be videos about 20 to 30 minutes long, and I'd be able to focus more on a specific idea or a concept and explore both the historical and mathematical implications of it. So the next thing that I want to start doing in 2023 was a bit of a Learn With Me series. So I've recently purchased some textbooks, which I will showcase at the end of this video, so you can skip ahead to that if you'd like to have a quick look. And what I wanted to do with that is I just wanted to go through these textbooks and just sort of self-educate. And as I go through them, sort of take down the important points and important facts that I learn along the way, and then sort of make a bit of a vlog video, maybe every week or every other week, discussing what I've learned and how I'm feeling about the different content and what's been most interesting and what's been most challenging. A fairly sort of typical video, I suppose, but I think it could be really useful, mainly for me in future, just so that way I can look back and have a good bit of revision. So if you are interested in anything like that, then please let me know in the comments. And if you do have any other textbook recommendations, then by all means, please, again, let me know down in the comments. I would love to have a look. So lastly, what I wanted to start doing in 2023 was probably some physics content. And so whether that be more of the Learn With Me or the long form content, the new series or interesting problems, I'm not too fussed. I'd just like to start doing some physics. So whatever you would like to see, then please let me know. Otherwise, I'm happy to just start with maybe like the typical problems of start looking at Newtonian mechanics or start solving the Schrodinger equation and all that sort of stuff. I'm happy to do it all. So if there is a specific topic in physics that you'd like to see me cover, then by all means, please let me know. And so without any further hesitation, let's take a quick look at those textbooks and let me know if you have any recommendations or ideas for the channel down in the comments below. I really do appreciate it. And as always, stay curious. Okay, so the first book that I'd like to have a look at is A Course in Algebraic Number Theory by Robert B. Ashe. So I'll quickly turn over the page so that way you can have a quick look at the blurb, have a pause and read through that if you'd like to. And what you do notice as well, it's not very thick. It's only about 120 pages or so. Let's have a quick look at the table of contents. That way you can get an idea as to what exactly this textbook is all about. So again, I'll just let you pause if you're keen and would like to have a quick look. So there we are. And there we are. Okay, so that is the first book that I'd like to run through. Let's move on to the second. So for my second book, I'd like to go through The Introduction to Knot Theory by Richard H. Crowell and Ralph H. Fox. So again, I'll turn it over. Pause if you'd like to have a quick read through of that blurb on the back there. But let's have a quick look at the table of contents, shall we? Let's see what we've got. And again, our preface. And here we are. So there's our table of contents. So feel free to pause and have a quick read through and see if you'd be interested in this book. And there we are. So that is Introduction to Knot Theory. I can't wait to get started with this one. So for the third book, we've got this very pretty book here, The Theory of Lie Groups by Claude Chevalier. Turning over, have a quick read of our blurb, see if we're interested, and let's have a quick look at our table of contents. So opening it up, it's, again, not a very, very thick book. And so here we are. So we've got 6 different topics here, and going up to the compact Lie groups and their representations there. Starting off with classical linear groups. So it definitely does seem to be a nice evolution in those topics there. So again, another book that I'm really, really keen to dive right in. So for book number 4, we've got The Theory of Groups and Quantum Mechanics by Hermann Weyl. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And so this book doesn't unfortunately have a blurb, so we're just going to go right ahead to the contents page. And here we are. So we start off with some unitary geometry, then going into quantum theory, groups and their representations. Then we'll turn over the page. And we've got a whole lot more topics here. I'm not going to go through and read them all out. Have a quick pause and read through if you're interested here. But overall, a rather thick book comparative to the other ones. So I'm actually really keen for this to see the theory of groups and how that actually works together with quantum mechanics. Really keen to see how that is portrayed in this book. So can't wait for this one. So for the 5th and final book that I've got, so I've got the Fractional Calculus here. So this is by Keith B. Oldham and Jerome Spanier. So this does actually have a blurb, so I'll let you pause and have a quick read through of that. So let's have a quick look at the table of contents now. So if we go through, and just as a quick note as well, fractional calculus is one of those really, really difficult topics, or at least to me it certainly is. And it certainly has been for quite a while as I've tried to understand it. There's nothing quite as intense as this book here. So this really does go well into depth in all sorts of different integration. And perhaps it's just the way that this textbook is portrayed, but this makes it seem like I will definitely need a full cup of coffee to sit down and appreciate this for all that it's worth. So still, I am very, very keen to go through it. I just know that it will be very, very difficult, as one can probably tell.